most of my friends have been in the arts in some way, and everyone I know has been in the arts some way. Even all of you have been in the arts some way, just like by dancing, even if you can't dance. If you're just like, that's art. And I feel as though we should allow arts to thrive in Philadelphia and around the world, because without art, the world would not be what it is. There would be no music, there would be no television, there would be no writing, there would be nothing. It would just be a lot of people walking around. There would be no clothes. That would be very awkward. So I just think we should keep the arts alive and strive.
Good to be out here and with Fleischer in the background. Support for art and culture, Tom Cardwell behind me, and I want to thank a couple folks. First and foremost, Jane Golden, who runs the best mural arts program in the world. We've already taken care of the United States. We're now Lois Welk and Julia Lopez and Matt Braun, all of you. Thank you so much for your active involvement, supporting the arts. Just one item of disclosure. Many have wondered, you know, when I was in City Council, Councilman, you care so much about the arts, and now as a mayoral candidate, I've talked about art. I've seen the impact of art. I do want to tell you, soon-to-be Councilwoman, that Jane Golden used to tell me that I had the most murals in the 4th Councilmatic District. Jane's got a strategy. She actually has told every district council person that they have the most murals in their district, which is why we all support the mural arts program, because we all think that we're making it better for our own districts. Give Jane a big round of applause. She's got a strategy. You know that this has been a great family experience for us. Running for mayor, I'm not doing this by myself. I may be the candidate, but I've got a bit of a team behind me, and whether it's the Nutter for Mayor team and our volunteers who are just, as they say, nuts about Nutter, but you've also seen some of my closer family, my wife and daughter, through our commercials. Olivia, just so that I don't have to answer every person's question, Olivia could not be out for this appearance today. Her agent says that she doesn't have to do Saturdays. She is going to work Sunday through Tuesday, but she gets Saturdays off now under her new contract. But my wife Lisa is here with me, and would you please recognize her? Lisa's first job out of college was in the Office of Art and Culture with the City of Philadelphia. So if you want to know one of the reasons why I'm such a big arts person, it's because of Lisa. Now, I've already said that I'm bringing the Office of Art and Culture back. First item, Lisa will not be working there, let me assure you. We'll get rid of all that old stuff. Art and culture means so much in this city. It is certainly about expression, it's certainly about opportunity, but it's also a big business in Philadelphia as well. We have, of course, more outdoor public art than any other city in the United States of America. We've got the Art Museum, we've got the Freedom Theater, we've got a number of venues for people to express themselves, but there are also a lot of people who work in the business of art and culture and the ancillary businesses that are attached to it. So it's a big business for us, but it also gives a life to this city. And so the opportunity for young people and the not so young to express themselves, to make Philadelphia the great artistic capital that it is growing to become, that we have artists now coming from other cities to parts of Philadelphia that in, quite frankly, 10, 15, 20 years ago, no one was even thinking about. But when you think about now of artist lofts and galleries up in Fishtown and other parts of the city, that's what's going on in Philadelphia. The private market has already figured out what many of us have known, but what we've not supported in government, that art and culture and music and entertainment are the business of Philadelphia. And so as we have already taken the mural capital of the world, we also will become the center of art and culture, that there will be a real office, that all throughout government, across every sector of the government, we will have a person who asks the essential question. As you're looking to build that building, as you're looking to design this new structure, as we're putting new policies and procedures in place, tell me how this improves the artistic component of Philadelphia. And someone's going to ask that question every time we do anything here in this city. And whether through our building code, our zoning code, our whole development process, people will come to see that Philadelphians care about art. And quite frankly, it's also a regional issue because a lot of people from the suburbs come to Philadelphia to enjoy all the art and opportunity and educational aspects that art and culture bring to this great city. It's a great way for us to have a regional conversation, to talk to our friends and neighbors across imaginary political boundary lines, that Philadelphia is the center of so much activity, that 40% of the country's population is within a day's drive of this great city, that we have a park system that is not funded at the level that it should be, that we have 2 rivers that bring quite a pleasure and a joy, that people want to live near the river, that we still have an opportunity to get it right for full development of our waterfront and not let anything or any other project stand in our way. We've studied it enough, we've talked about it enough over the last 40 to 50 years. It's now time for growth and development, that Philadelphia should have one of the best waterfronts anywhere in the country. And so this rally here today is tremendously important. But what's really important is that we come out to vote on Election Day. You started something on May 15th. You lit a fire in the city, here in Bella Vista, in North Philadelphia, in West Philly, all over the city of Philadelphia. You took someone who people said, hey, nice guy, can't win. Nice guy, doesn't know anybody. Nice guy, got a couple ideas, but it's not going anywhere. You proved all the political pundits wrong, and all the naysayers, and all the people who think they actually know something, that what they didn't know was what was on the hearts and minds of people. And that's what happened in this election, that you could take someone from last to first, from last to first, from last to first, and that's how we're going to turn Philadelphia around. Because we are last in so many categories. We are last in so many categories. In educating our kids, in educating the public, in opportunity and economics right here in the city. We have so far to go. But you demonstrated to the city, to the region, to the country, and to the world that when people work together, we can have a safer city because we deserve a safer city, that we can work together and make our streets safe for our kids and for people going to work and for our seniors who should have the right to walk down the street without fear. That we can put kids through school and that we can give them opportunity and a pathway to a future that they could see that it's more important to stay till 12th grade than to hang out in these streets because they would have an opportunity whether to work here or any other artistic element that they'd want or that they can go and get a job in big buildings in Center City or right in their neighborhood where economic development should flourish all over town. And whether it's North Broad Street and that corridor as we've made South Broad the Avenue of the Arts, think what we can do on the North Broad Street corridor. When you look at City Hall and the expanded convention center, and Pennsylvania Academy of Fine Arts, and before you know it, you're at Cecil B. Moore, and then you keep going and the Temple University Hospital Complex up at Broad and Erie. Our Broad Street, north and south, going right through City Hall. We're going to open up the City Hall and give you your city government back and have activity going on right in the courtyard, morning, noon, and night. Our Broad Street should be for what Fifth Avenue is in New York, what Michigan Avenue is in Chicago, and people 25 years from now are going to say, how did you do it? Well, because the people of this city decided they wanted change, that they were ready for a new way and a new day of doing business, that this unique moment has come to us. And so 25 years from now, when your kids and grandchildren say to you, what were you doing when the Renaissance of Philadelphia started? When we look back and said this was the beginning of the rebirth of a great American city, I want you to be able to say, I was there when it started, I was there to make it happen, because I went out to vote on Election Day, and I demanded change, and that's what we got. We're on our way. It's time. It's our time. It's our time. This is our city. This is our place.